Hey everyone, hope y'all are doing well today. This is Renee Lear, aka Gavin's mom. We are making this video primarily for all his friends at Doherty High School. We're thinking about y'all. We hope you're doing well. We're all in this together as far as the stay-at-home lockdown order due to COVID-19 pandemic, which unfortunately has canceled school for the remainder of the year. So Gavin misses you guys. Can't wait to see you next year. For you seniors, we're really thinking about you guys, and I hope that you're well, and I hope that you get a chance to come back and visit Gavin. He loves quite a few of y'all. So this video, calling it Composition Compilations, because I am talking about how composition books can be great to just take all of your ideas, compilation of everything running around in your head, and shove it into one place. So I do that a lot. And just to kind of give you an example of how often I do it, I wanted to show you just a few of the composition books I have. So I have all of these. These literally all have active projects and business ideas in them. The great thing about composition books is they're about $1, maybe a little bit more, and you can put a ton of knowledge in there. So as a writer, I know that not everybody's a writer, but as a writer, most writers, we don't just sit down at a blank, document on our computer and start typing. And for people who do that, it's pretty much usually known as writer's block, because when ideas come to you, they come to you typically in pieces and parts that you have to piece together in the end. So when I'm writing, I like to get quiet, I like to get still, I like to get a composition book. I like to just honestly sit outside by myself. Thank goodness we have beautiful scenery here. So, get somewhere where you don't have any distractions and just let thoughts come through you. And as each thought comes to you, you write it down. What you don't want to worry about in the beginning when you start creating things is the particular order in which you do everything. Just let it happen, and then once you have everything down, then you reorganize it, and then you make your final product. So just to give you an idea of a couple of my projects, here is Gavin's book, most of you are familiar with. This is my friend Gavin talking about him being a leukemia survivor and also having Down syndrome. And we made this book primarily to visit oncology floors at the hospital and help encourage children that are going through the same thing. This was in paperback the end of February, so obviously that is on hold for now, but we'll get to that. One of the first things I ever wrote was ×3. I started writing this, I don't even want to say the year, back in 1995. And instead of a composition book, most of my notes for this one are on a legal pad and spirals, so obviously it doesn't have to be a composition book. You just have to get it out on something to organize later on. Here is my screenplay for ×3. Here is my composition book for the breakdown of the production. Here is my composition book for my second script. I wrote it as a script first, novel second, so it's much smaller. Full-length script is 150 pages, so here is circumstantial, and this is very small, as you can tell, because it was written in script format first. That is a dark thriller. Both of those are dark thrillers. My self-help book started out in this composition book. Just to give you an idea, I mean, it's a hot mess in here. Nothing is necessarily organized. I have references to different pages in here. If you can organize your thoughts better than me, great. But I have to just purge everything and then number it and then reorganize it, get it back together. Went from the composition book into the typed out version, and finally to the published version. So this is a self-help book talking about how to go from 2 budgets down to 1 budget. Has got some financing tips and some credit tips. So obviously, I have just shown you 3 different genres of books and 2 different formats of writing, being screenplay versus novel. So really, don't limit yourself. Do whatever you want. And if you don't think you're a writer, how do you know if you've never tried to write anything? Unfortunately, in this day and age, I think everybody wakes up and then their day is determined by the information that they're given through social media or other things. And that is not a very controlled way to navigate through your day. And if you have little snippets of that, great. But when you're at home all day for weeks and months and that kind of thing, inundating yourself with social media may or not be the best thing to do, because you are looking at things that are not controlled. If you want to control your mood, you have to basically cook your own food, feed yourself. So what I mean by that is go find motivational videos or things of that nature from other people and look at that. Importance of the arts. Anytime you watch a movie that's apocalyptic in nature, what is revered more than anything is a person who can sing, a person who can dance, a person who can tell a story, a person who, like a thespian, so an actor, someone who could put on a story. And we, in general, it shouldn't take that for us to realize how important the arts are. But unfortunately, most of us as normal people are told that we should not pursue the arts because you're not going to make any money. If you have parents that are encouraging and encourage you to get into the arts, you are blessed, because in most cases, that's not the case. But I literally can't think of anything more important to feed our souls than people that are in the arts. So if you have it in you to write a song, to write a book, to write a play, to act out something other people have done because maybe you're not happy with your life and you want to be someone else, oh, I get it. That's what you need to do. So when you start doing this, one thing that was a problem for me, and that's a problem for most people in general, I believe, is when you start to write something that you're going to potentially let other people see, you start to get in your head about, are they going to like it or not? Let me go ahead and answer that for you right now. They're not. 100% of people liking what you do, it's not going to happen. I think that celebrities have it very difficult in that, it's like a 50-50 compilation of love, hate. You have people that love you, you have people that hate you. The people that hate you don't hesitate to let you know. Everyone is a critic these days and loves to have their opinion out there. So create for yourself. You don't even have to show what you're doing to anybody. Do it for yourself. Create for yourself and just go for it. Both of my dark thrillers that I have written right now, I have 3 readers and some family members that read things for me before I get them published. Also, an editor. And that's another thing. When I do my creative writing classes, we don't focus on grammar. We focus on creativity. So don't stress yourself out about, is your sentence grammatically correct? That's what you have grammar check for. And of course, you all can also ask your English teacher and, editors and people of that nature. Just keep it positive and create it the way you want it to be, and then go from there. I truly believe that we're all given gifts. I truly believe that the only person who can stop you from using your gift is you. Most of us think, well, I'm not going to write this song. I'm not going to try to sing. I'm not going to try to get into acting. I'm not going to try to write because I don't have anybody encouraging me. I don't have anybody telling me I can do it. Well, why don't you research one of your favorite people that motivates you and see how much support they have? And I think you're probably going to find not a lot. Most people that have risen all the way to the top with the levels of being a vocalist, being a writer, being an actor, those kinds of things, don't necessarily have the same group of people around them that they did in the beginning. So when you are creating things, create for yourself. Do it for yourself. Do something that makes yourself happy, that makes you happy, that makes you positive. Don't necessarily worry about everyone else. One of my favorite stories that I say when I'm giving these presentations is, what if that's what everybody uses as an excuse. Oh, well, I don't have supportive parents. I don't have this. I don't have that. So what if you did? What if you did have supportive parents? What if you had everybody around you supporting you, saying, hey, you're going to do it. You're going to be the best. You're going to this. You're going to that. But you don't believe in yourself. You're not going to go anywhere. Why? Because you have to do it. You have to do it. You have to put in the time. It's your ideas. It's your gift. It's your experience. You have to make it happen. My favorite examples of that would be Alice in Wonderland and also Neo from The Matrix. The Matrix actually makes references to Alice in Wonderland, but same concept. You have the main character that's told that they are going to save the world, their own little world, or Alice, obviously, she's going to go into Wonderland and slay the Jabberwocky and save the day. And Neo, of course, is going to save the entire human race. Both of them were told that they were going to do those things, and both of them had support from everybody, and neither one of them could fall into their destiny until they believed in themselves. So I think we're the same way. Always believe in yourself, always move forward. So, sorry about that amateur video. Another thing is, if you're sitting there thinking to yourself, well, if only I could be a singer, everything would be okay. If only I could be an actor, everything would be okay. If only I could do all these things, everything would be okay. If you're telling yourself that, what I would like for you to do is imagine yourself looking at an employee profile. And as in like employer seeking employee for. Want you to use your gift, and through using your gift, you'll be paid a substantial amount of money. However, you have to sacrifice your personal life. Everything you say and do will be scrutinized by other people. You will never be able to date anyone, break up with anyone, marry anyone, divorce anyone, be friends with anyone without anybody being in your business. You won't be able to go anywhere without people stopping you, interrupting you, taking pictures of you, and basically judging you on everything you say, everything you do, every way you look. If you decide to have kids, people are going to want to follow your kids. I could go on and on. If you read that, would you want that job? I mean, what you need to comprehend is that when you climb up the ranks to get to the top, which is where you want to be, if you want to be up there, that is great. I want you to get up there. But don't take for granted how you have it right now. Because when a lot of people get to the top of the top and they get where they want to be, what they long for the most are those quiet moments in their room that no longer exist. They have quiet moments in their room, all right, in a hotel room by themselves. They can't even walk out without being mobbed. So I think, and as a whole of society, I think we need to give people more privacy in that realm. But that's irrelevant. That's another conversation. But my point being to you is, enjoy where you are right now. Don't stress out about the final draft before you even get started. Don't stress out about the record deal before you've even written your first song. Don't stress about any of those things. Create to make yourself happy, okay? And get quiet. Like I said, put your phone down. I know the thought of that is just like mind-blowing. What's happening? But do it. There's this video from the 50s, which I know everybody's probably rolling their eyes. Anyway, I'll try to put it up after this video on my website, but it's basically talking about how the secret of thinking, the way that we think. And he specifically says, people don't crave anymore because people literally don't think. Like I said before, most of us wake up to wait to be told what to think and how to feel and what to do. So forget it. Put your phone away, put everything away, grab your composition book, get comfortable, and whatever's inside of you, get it out. And let's just see what you can do. You may not have known that you could write poems. You may not have known that you could write songs. You may not have known that you could write plays. You may not have known that you could write books. You may not have known that you could do any of these things, that you can draw, that you can paint. When you wake up and just go through the motions, what everybody else wants you to do, you're not going to know that. So even though we're on lockdown right now, and this is kind of a solemn time, I would like to encourage you to reflect about, how creative you can make your solitude be if you try. So I appreciate it. I would like for all of you guys to go get a composition book. And I'd like to talk about something real fast, and that is your mental well-being. Right now, a lot of you are doing fine. Right now, a lot of you are not doing fine. And when I talk about journaling and writing and these kinds of things, for those of you that have supportive families and supportive lifestyles, it's easy for you to journal and talk. But for those of you that don't, my heart goes out to you, because I know how that feels, and you may feel very alone. And one thing that got me through my childhood and also through traumatic marriage experience is I would always tell myself, no matter how bad of a day I'm having, somebody else is having a worse day. And that may sound ridiculous, but that's what helped me stay motivated. Anytime you want to just sit down and feel sorry for yourself, I want you to think about someone else in a situation that's worse than you, and what would they say to you about your situation. And hopefully that'll give you a little bit more of a positive view on it. So anyway, I hope that this has been helpful. I want you guys to be creative, and I would love it if at the end of the year you guys could email us and maybe share some of your stuff with us. That'd be awesome. Love to see it. Like I said, I do, my website is www.readrenelear.com. That's how you spell Renee Lear. Literally, readrenelear.com. Email is info@readrenelear.com. I do give classes for writing if you're interested, and just reach out and let me know. But most importantly, we just want to see if this helped any of you guys, and we would love it if you would share your stories, your pictures, your drawings, your plays, your songs, whatever you do with us. Mental health is very important. Creation helps with your mental health. I really, really appreciate all the celebrities that are coming out right now and talking about the importance of mental health. You should never feel like you're alone. You're not alone, because even if you do feel alone, there are thousands of people that feel exactly like you. They're just not in the room with you. So never forget that. I'm thinking about all of you. Gavin's thinking about all of you. We hope you're well. And on that note, let me go grab him. I think he wants to say hi to everyone. One sec. Pausing. Hey, friends. Say hi, friends.
Hi, Ray.
Say I miss you.
Thank you.
We hope you guys are doing well.
Yes, I do well.
And we hope you have a happy summer.
Happy summer.
Email us your stories.
That story.
Your pictures.
And pictures.
And your songs.
And songs.
And we miss you guys.
Love you guys.
Love you.
I love you.
He's got his strap. No doubt about that. Peace out. Happy creating. We miss you guys. Love you. Bye.
Bye.